game after game after game after game, and then turn around and, as a miracle, this guy rises from the dead and somehow is able to deliver it for Wales. That there's something that just doesn't add up there. And the Real Madrid fan at this point, I don't think would feel any sympathy to any message that Gareth Bale would put out on social media.
It was the same thing at Spurs as well, though. I mean, it's not just at Real Madrid. When he went to Spurs, it was almost, what's wrong with this guy? And there has to be something wrong with him, because you cannot do what he does for Wales and then go back to your club and just disappear.
Have you ever seen that, such a difference from what someone's like for club and country?
No. Certain players have played better for the country than for the club, but not from the position that Gareth's doing it from not playing, not kicking a ball, seemingly injured all the time, not even at the ground, seemingly golfing, just completely disappearing into the woods until the next international break. I've never seen that happen before, not at all.
The contrast is too big. The variance between one type of performance and the non-performance is just too significant. And we always like to think, and we tell ourselves this all the time, that you want to feel like you're in the right form going into the national team, that you want to carry momentum into the national team, that you want to bring that to your national team so you can have these sort of special performances, and that you bring all those experiences for the national team back to the club. There's none of that going on with Gareth Bale. There is no, I'm going to take my form here to there and back to the club. No, there is form with Wales, performances with Wales, and that's where it ends. Nothing before, nothing after. It's so difficult to understand as former players how this is possible.
Every international manager I ever had, the first thing they said to me when I joined the squad was, all we want you to do is play the way you do with your club. Well, I hope Gareth doesn't listen to that.
No, I don't think Rob Page is going to be saying that. What are your thoughts on this whole situation then, the difference for Real Madrid and Wales, Jules?
I think it's fascinating. I think he deserves, in a way, a lot of credit for being able to turn it on, really, when he's with Wales. I mean, obviously the environment, and this is the key, probably is completely different. He goes with the national team where he's obviously the captain, he's loved, everybody has a lot of confidence in him. You can feel how happy he is, and then it's the complete opposite when he's in Madrid. You know, sometimes some players towards the end of their career retire from international football to focus on their last few years with their clubs. I think he should retire from club football from now on. You know, he's 33 in the summer, and he can focus on his international career and not play for a club anymore, because clearly that's quite successful for him. But more seriously, his history with Real Madrid will end at the end of the season when he's out of contract. I don't know what the future holds for him. Like we said, he's going to be 33 in July. Will he find another club? What kind of division? Do you go back to Cardiff, for example, and finish where he kind of all started, as in where he grew up and started playing football? Do you go to try to still hit a Premier League club, a decent club? Do you kind of retire, really? Does he want to retire? And also maybe to just go back to Stevie, what Stevie said, but slightly differently, maybe communication. Maybe if he had spoken a bit more to media, and not just English media, Spanish media, I don't know, whatever. Maybe if he expressed a bit what he felt before, where he felt about his career, his situation at clubs, maybe that could have helped as well. I would like to hear from him what he thinks the future holds now, because it will be very interesting to see what he does in the summer if Wales qualify for the World Cup. He cannot not have a club between the end of May and the World Cup, for example, you would think. So he would have to find something. It will be very interesting. I just think the difference of environment is key here. And again, I still wonder where things really went that wrong at Real Madrid after, as we've been saying, all the great seasons that he had leading into Champions League success.
Yeah, and that Copa del Rey final as well. Maybe one day we'll find out. There'll be an autobiography or something, and we'll find out a lot more. Anyway, Wales just one game away from heading to the World Cup finals in December. We have to wait to find out who they'll be facing, though. It's between Scotland and Ukraine. That game, understandably postponed. It will be played in June, as will the playoff final. But Wales are in it thanks to those goals from Gareth Bale.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and of course, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.